Welcome everyone, it's time for more Baldur's Gate 3, where last time we kept exploring the Shadow-Cursed lands, and most importantly, as a result of that, would you know it, I have a lovely bubble around myself. I was able to get a working moon lantern from a drider. That was a lovely creature to see. Basically half spider, half man, and very creepy. And yes indeed, I was actually able to decept them into giving me the moon lantern, claiming that I spoke for their goddess. Now for some reason, and I don't understand exactly why, they left without using regular torches. And we know so far that regular torches work just as well as moon lanterns. So I don't exactly know why they didn't just do that, but no, they walked into the shadows and got killed. I think that was a good solution to that problem, as far as it was a problem. Now though, we have gotten ourselves into an indoor area. We have reached like a foundry place. We did find, by the way, we did find somewhere here, there we go, infernal iron for Karlach. We're gonna get to that when we get back to last light. But yes, we're here in a place which very much feels like this is going to be a fight, doesn't it? At some point, one way or another, there's going to be a fight. So I kind of feel we should probably head back to camp and just have a bit of rest, because I've expended all my short rests. I think that Shadowheart doesn't have like any spells at all. I kind of would like some. So that is actually what we are gonna start this episode off with. Gonna go back to camp, have a bit of a rest, see if anything fun happens, and if nothing fun happens, then it's back right here.
Playtime's over, pet.
Ah, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out.
Alright, and something did happen. Mizora is here again, and bloody hell, it's just another thing for Moonrise Towers. We're getting there, chill out. Alright then, exactly how is this our problem? Do we really want to get a devil out?
Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Wyll fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Wyll to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Wyll out of his pact.
Well, that's interesting. Alright, I mean, I wouldn't so much care if he turned into a bag of stink flesh, or whatever it was that she said. I actually don't care so much about that, but alright then, fine. For the content, I suppose. I have one condition if we do this.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Wyll's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Oh, just you wait. We don't need to respond to him. He can just trust me on this one. Yes, indeed. The pact is ended, and you go separate ways.
A doubtful Wyll catches his breath, but says nothing. And your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
Well, if you don't, we're gonna kill you. We'll see here. I could try intimidation. Don't know if I'm good at that. I can be a bit of a history buff, not so good at that, but I am pretty good at performance, I say. And I can apparently know a pact-breaking charm, and I can chant a series of pseudo-infernal phrases, and that sounds fun. Let's do that. 14, not terribly bad. I have an automated 7, or sorry, 7, 10. I have an automated 10 here, so 4 or more, please. That should be doable. Bloody hell. Alright then, well, I have inspiration, I believe. Thank you. Bloody hell. There we go, that's much better. Alright then.
I've never seen such a fearless display of sheer idiocy. Bravo! Fine, I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation.
You've heard of this provision, better known as the You First clause.
Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
Well, I don't like hearing that. We're going there eventually, but alright, then we can keep talking to people. Bloody hell, okay, so a lot of stuff is happening, but apparently not with Wyll, which is interesting. No, him as well. Alright, fine, we'll start with Asterion. What did you have to say about something?
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like we're two souls walking the same path. You might be a little naive in the ways of the world, but I see promise in you. Ambition.
I mean, absolutely not. I'm nothing like you, you know. And also, yes, I'm smooching someone else. Go away.
Well, no, I was being generous. But you're not beyond hope. I just worry that we're not considering all our options when it comes to our uninvited guests. How many people are infected with them, do you think? Hundreds? Thousands? And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the Worm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield.
I mean, I'm so way ahead of you, but I object to the we here. I will wield the power. And, exactly how do you propose that we do that?
I mean, I assume there's some device controlling these things, so we find that. Murder some people and, Look, I'm not a details person, all right? But turning up and causing chaos has worked for us so far. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe. And liberate the world from this evil.
I mean, I'm in control of it, don't worry. And yes, we can just enjoy having the power. That would be kind of fun.
I knew I was right about you. It's so good to find a kindred spirit. Of course, this all assumes we live long enough to find this, moonrise. But I'm feeling optimistic.
I do too.
Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
Excuse me? What just happened with this conversation? I just had to continue, and then all of a sudden we're into the vampire thing. What? I think something bugged out here. Exactly. Alright then. Goodbye. Oh, why did you go into that one? I don't understand. Alright then. Well, apparently both Wyll and Carlax wants to talk. Obviously, Wyll, I would assume that. So what do you have on your mind?
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Well, aren't those tough words? And yeah, I mean, thanks to me, you might actually be free if we do this.
Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it, but I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. Can already feel her scheming. She won't let me go without a fuss. Trust me on this.
I think that you are indeed correct. But yeah, also, you don't really have a choice. We probably need to do this.
Not just rot. I'd have to fight. One of those mindless blobs clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War.
That sounds fun though. Alright then. Apparently that's a lemur. I thought lemurs were monkeys. Or am I thinking of something else? Alright then. Alright then. I don't really remember what Karlaka said about him, so yeah. So basically you're bound to be this sort of a lemur thing no matter what then?
Yes. Unless Mizora actually fulfills her promise and sets me free. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.
So what if we kill the demon? That would be kind of fun. Alright then, and let's leave you and see what Karlak has to say. Anything about the infernal thing, maybe?
Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse?
Well, if it's something like you, we'll probably just take them for ourselves. If it's something worse, we'll just kill them. Alright then, yes, indeed. It's kind of interesting that Karlak and Wyll are a bit intricately linked to some degree. Alright then, yes. He did sacrifice himself a little bit, I think. Potentially. We might have to repay the favor now.
I never forget what Wyll did. Not ever. I'm here because of him. And I'd do just about anything to help him. But devils never lose. You know that, right? Sure, they'll give you a bit of tat here and there, but the house always wins.
Well, that's presumably very true words, yes. Also, by the way, Shadowheart, you wanna chat more now?
I was hoping you'd come to chat. What do you need?
Well, you seem perky. Alright then, yes, here we go. I think we have some new stuff here. So about the night, I don't know if it was night, but the night work is. Do you remember when you told me about that?
Rings a bell. Why?
Because I might just happen to have some. Yes, I have picked up some of those. I actually did not remember that. Good thing my character does. Yes, I do happen to have one.
Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking. They're safe. And beautiful. Thank you. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, you'll come up with something. Also, that was very, very cute and very out of character so far. So, kind of lovely. Kind of feels like she's opening up or something. But yes, you'll come up with something in time.
We'll see. Give me a while to put my imagination to work.
Awesome. So, alright then, I don't don't necessarily think that that's going to lead anywhere. I think that this is what we were doing now. Yes. There we go. Lovely. I got a night orchid? Why did I get a night orchid? I don't know. Alright then, I think that that's about it. I don't think anyone has anything they want to talk to me about. Halsin is back at last light. We'll talk to him when we get there. Alright then, let's have a bit of a rest and back down to the dungeons. And indeed we are back. Full recovery, etc, etc. Let's step inside here and see who we have to fight, because it's gonna be someone. And yeah, about the moon lantern, by the way, as I said, up until this point, torches have been fine, but there might come a situation where they won't be fine. Also, you need to unequip and equip. Thank you. There we go. Because even though I have this one, if we get into a fight, we need to sort of work together a bit. And some people... Actually, you know what? You know what? If I do this... Do we have the problem with shadows in here as well? Do we? Not 100% sure that the shadows are a problem in here, actually. You know what? Let's not tempt fate, but it might very well be that there isn't a problem here. You know what? Because of that, I am going to give you this one back. And should it be a problem, you can just equip your torch back. There's clearly some noises coming from over there. It definitely feels like something's gonna happen. Of course, there's some Luska. That's presumably just a regular book. Harvest of the Memory.
And move.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's the shadows. Bloody hell. Alright, an aura of Wyll Oblivion. Lovely. Well, alright then. How do we handle this then? Not enough movement to go out there, so sadly you're gonna have to use this to shoot at it. But I have assassination and stuff like that, so that did some good damage. If you just move here, that'll be fine. And then all of these actually go before us. Strength drain, damn it. We did save, good. So everyone is gonna do that. These are basically, I think, the same as Mom and Dad from before. So that's cute. We now have to fight a bunch of these. Now it is our turn. Shadowheart, you should hopefully be able to deal with this, right? You just got the whack, yeah, there we go. Good job. And we don't need to heal anything, so that's fine. Just get into range of you. My little imp. Let's not sacrifice my imp immediately. Let's not sacrifice the imp immediately. Critical hit for 4 points. Lovely. And then we have me. Now what I would love to do... Actually, I would have loved to see what's going on down there. But there's a big old tree in the way. So alright then, we'll just do the lovely Eldritch Blast, obviously. I could probably just kill this one. Actually, no, you are 4 hit points away from dying. You can, however, get to them. And of course you miss, you bloody fool. There we go, good job. So everyone's dead up here. We haven't really... Well, actually, yes, Asterion did take some damage. Okay, Dark Currents to get up here. Bit of attack on Shadowheart, that's fine. Now we can come up and stabby stabby. Stabby stab. Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage. How much damage did you do? 15, 23, 24, 25, and you have 26 or something. No, oh, you are a Wraith. I thought that you looked different. You're a Wraith, so you're a little bit trickier potentially. You're just... These are just regular shadows. The Wraith is the dangerous one. What the hell are you doing? Don't know what you're doing. Wouldn't mind doing a guiding bolt, but that is a disadvantage, so less good. There we go. Just a whack. Good, good, good. Just a bite. Good, good, good. We'll go for Harlack, actually, who will do a bit of frenzy. Whabam. A reckless attack. For some reason, that didn't even show a animation, but that's fine. And that... Damn it! Jesus. Alright then. Well, can I see someone if I move like here? Or like here? I'm not seeing anyone. That's curious. Alright then, fine. I'll just deal with the Wraith. Double hit. Fine. Come in here. Lovely. So what are you shadows actually doing here? I come over sort of here-ish. Because currently I don't even see them. You're... Okay, one of them is absolutely up here somewhere. Maybe they both are, because now you're here. And my imp is gone. Jesus. Just immediately killed my imp. And then, of course, you moved next by to me, you bastard. Karlach, you come in. And whack. And then do the whack. And then do the whack. Good, good. And then come up here. See if we can spot the other one. Not really. Oh, there are two of them. Never mind. I was wondering why the hell you're up there. And also, it very much seems as if we do not have a problem with shadows right now. Okay. You are decidedly here, so now you move on Asterion. That's a save. Good show. Now you will have to dash. Get as far over here as possible. Can you throw a heal? I think you can. Yes, good job. Wow. 4. Good. So much. Karlach. Jog on down. You'll have to do a shot on this guy. Frightened? A shadow that's frightened. That's a bit fun. Alright then. Meanwhile, I will just Eldritch Blast, because why would I do anything else? There we go. So are you gonna start moving? Well, I kind of know that you're there. That's a good thing. You come in, stabby stabby. They're dead. Follow. Shadowheart can also follow. Drop another heal. Yeah, we don't need to do... Well, actually, we can do like a second level. Yay! +2. Good. So good. So good. Karlach instead, please. Jump over here. I was about to say not jump, but you know what I mean. Where the cocking hells are they? Oh, there you are. Oh, because of the lantern thing, I suppose. Okay. And apparently I have a disadvantage, but that's fine. I hit anyway. I do have Inspect Moon Lantern. I don't need to do that right now. Alright then. Karlach not frenzied anymore. Of course you come in on me, but that's a miss. Good, good, good. You can just run up and shoot. I think Karlach is gonna win the day, I was about to say, but no, it was actually Asterion who won the day. Alright then, well, we can do a bit more of these.
The sun hid for days as the sounds of battle got closer and closer to town. You didn't even care who won, so long as it ended.
So someone who died in a battlefield, and we know that this place is like a little bit of a battlefield place. Also a moonrise diagram. A carefully drawn diagram of Moonrise Towers. A circle of red ink draws your attention as though something has been stashed in the tower's prison dungeon. Ooh.
Spot at the base of Moonrise Towers. That's curious.
Also a button. That's curious. Wall that opens up into secret area. Lovely. Alright then. Let's see in here. We have a chest. We have double chests, actually. Bunch of regular bottles, nothing to worry about. Oh, chill out. No traps. Good. Potion of visibility, speed, glorious vaulting, and dark vision. Cool.
Never wanted the easy path.
Anything on the wine racks apart from... You know what? I'm not even gonna bother. Not even gonna bother. That's nothing, and in here, Scroll of Knock, Disguise Self, Misty Step, and Darkness. Well, I don't think that we need Scrolls of Darkness right now. Don't think that that's gonna work a whole lot, but sure. Wardrobes with just a snug purple shirt. We don't need snug shirts, that's fine. Okay, nothing too fancy. Secret Societies of the Sword Coast. Cool. Let's get down. We can check this vestige. See who this was.
You can almost taste the sour ale that once clung to this soul's breath. He was insensible when the shadows came for him.
Basically a drunk person. Right, Mason's letter. Halfred from Morfred. Morfred, I kind of feel like I remember that name. You're probably surprised that I'm writing, though no more surprised than me. You warned me of Thorm's malice, yet I took up hammer and trowel to build that cursed tower. You warned me of coming war, yet I built a prison that would contain his foes. You warned me, I did not listen. It is my deepest regret, and I must atone. I know more about the tower's construction than anyone, and possess innumerable tools and supplies besides. Gather your allies at last light, and let us devise a plan to infiltrate Moonrise. Ketheric plans for war. He expects to face halberds and staves in light of day. We will end him with a dagger to the back before he can so much as raise a blade. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I hope that you'll try. Ooh, that is intriguing. That is intriguing. If there's a way to get to Ketheric and kill him without him even noticing, that would be kind of useful. There is also definitely a thing here. Well, okay, that was probably just the envelope. I see. Rosamond Firewine, if Bank, whatever the hell that is. Mason's log. Is this anyway related to something we've seen before? How quickly things change. The Thorns are Selenite through and through, or so I believed. Perhaps Ketheric only converted for Melodia, and with her death, and then his daughter's, his faith died too. But to turn to Shar, it beggars belief. Ketheric's justiciars are growing greater number and more determined to rout out any traces of Selune. Bloody hell, I'm never gonna get that right. In Wraithwin. Why do you think this town was built? One cannot rip out the foundations of a building and expect it to remain standing. Brother and I remain the last two bastions of Our Lady of Silver in the town. A few, the trusting few, came to worship in secret by moonlit nights. Others converts all. Whether they truly believe, I cannot say. Impossible, isn't it? Sick of standing idle while justiciars gain power in our humble town. What will become of us if we allow it? I met a man who was no man, touched by a devil, or maybe worse, but he offered me something I couldn't refuse. Help. Alright then, wonder who that was. The time is now. Ketheric's justiciars, their stronghold in the temple below, they will be wiped out. All of them. I didn't ask how, I just want them gone. Let the Harpers have at Ketheric now, they'll make short work of him. So I'm kind of wondering, Shadowheart, what do you think about Ketheric at this point? Like, I don't really know, because he definitely seems to be Shar, which she is as well, or follower of Shar.
There's a trap.
But like, does she want us to not deal with Ketheric, or I don't know. Ooh, this is a tricky one. Get all the help we can. We roll a 10. Ooh, just enough. Good. Also, lockpick, presumably gonna be tricky as well. Oh, actually just 14. That was way easier. There we go. Lovely. So whatever do we find in this one? We find a helmet of arcane acuity. Battle acuity. Whenever you deal damage with a weapon attack, you gain arcane acuity. What do we do with that? An affected entity has a +1 bonus to its spell attack rolls and spell difficulty class for each remaining turn. Alright then, you know what? While I do enjoy the helmet that Shadowheart has, that seems pretty damn good. Because presumably that works for her spells as well. Yeah, you know what? You'll have that for now.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Anything else here? No, just that. We shall get up here. There are vestiges here, and also the Wraith. I didn't loot the Wraith. Also some books, potential stuff inside. It doesn't necessarily look like it though. So we have this one.
Calloused hands work a hammer and chisel around a massive slab of rock. Months from now, a face will take shape.
And that did not come to pass. And apparently the Wraith drops a vestige as well.
A happy, faded memory comes to you. A woman walking along a beach, holding hands with her husband-to-be.
And then she died. Sad.
A distant memory of a man stretching his back with a groan. Another day of hauling masonry blocks done.
Well, it seems like you got released at some point. Or in some way, maybe I should say. And then the final one.
Before the shadows, there was once a house full of warmth and children's laughter in this one's life. No more.
Indeed, no more. Again, sad. Alright then, that's about it for this place. Kinda lucky that I found it, I think. Got a bit more information and lore and stuff. So let's make our way out of this place, because I think we're done here. But we're not done... Well, actually, I think we are. I think that was what we were supposed to do in here. As a matter of fact. The elevator, are we able to do anything with this? Why did you not take the regular... Bloody hell. Yeah, okay, we can actually take the elevator, even though it's not down. And it's a lot of... Hello. Where the hell are we now? Well, actually, we just... Okay, never mind. We are just outside. This is where we got in. Right? Yes. Right? Just have to think here for a moment. No, I think that weather chisels... Yeah, we don't need to take that. Yeah, I think that this is where we wanted to be, potentially. We've made our way around here. So, yes, indeed, we can loop back and go up here. Might that be a clever choice? I'm wondering. Also, by the way, don't forget, am I gonna try something else? I've had my imp for a long time now. I think I'm gonna try Quasit. Well, actually, no. Scare enemies, that's not interesting right now. Bite, blind... You know what? No, screw it. It's imp. It's always imp. Imp is love. Imp is life. Let's actually try to go here instead. So check the skeletons.
There is a darkness to these warriors that endures even now, long after their lives were spent. But who did they serve?
Okay, this can't be a coincidence. They must have originated from somewhere nearby. Alright, cool. We'll presumably find something at some point. But yes, indeed, we're gonna go over here around the back, sort of like. Could potentially be a good idea. I probably need to go up and over in order to look to that. Don't exactly know why. A tombstone over here that we apparently can interact. Okay, we can interact with several of them.
Here rests Callista Freeclaw, legendary brawler. Died in his sleep, to the surprise of many.
Intriguing. So these are all just flavor texts, I assume.
Here lies the best smith in Rythwin. Our swords will never slice as true.
So I assume that yes, we are in Wraithwin then. We've heard that name several times, yes. Okay, I'm actually going to send my imp forward. Because I'm thinking there might be enemies abound. In here seems fine.
Best be on my way.
Oh, yeah, there are noises everywhere. Don't like this place. Not much. Sarcophagi in here. Oh, hello. Icebite robe. Grants resistance to cold damage, which is exactly what I have. But this also has armor of Agathis. So gain 15 temporary hit points and deal 15 cold damage to any creature that hits you with a melee attack. Ooh. That's intriguing, yes. I'll have that one. It's never a bad idea to take things from Sarcophagi, right? Surely it isn't. So I'm just gonna don that one because that sounds fun. And also now I look like an ice queen. Cool. Cool. Let's get out. And also that is now gonna pop up here somewhere, right? Does it not? But is that like not active now? Can I not throw that? Maybe I do have to do a long rest before stuff like that activates. Okay, so we are going to where the House of Healing is. Yeah, we'll do it. I know that was a girl or something screaming at the gates. Chill out, we'll get there. Oh, yes, there are. Oh, bloody hell, there's a lot of tombstones
Here
here.
lies Largo Crivens the Younger, taken along with his family on the same grim night. May their deaths be avenged.
Also, gotta point out to the developers here, tombstones are generally placed by the tombs, and clearly this is not the tomb. These are just tombstones out in the open, so to speak. There's not going to be, you know, buried people here. Not enough for all of these tombstones. That's not how it works, but sure.
In memory of Largo Crivens, taken along with his family on the same grim night. May their deaths be avenged.
So this would be the Crivens family then. Okay, we don't check that one apparently. Nor that one. Nor that one. Okay, never mind. Alright then. Nothing here. Oh, what had a lot of health? Oh, it was probably Karlach who had a lot of health, yes. So presumably then... Oh, hello. Malice Thorm. Oh. Oh. It's a Thorm. Oh, and he's very weird. And you have help. Sister Hannah, Grianne, Anya, and Vanessa. Oh, okay. Okay. So in order to help out a guy, we need to kill a bunch of difficult dudes. Oh, I don't like that. Well, we might be able to go up and about, don't you know? Okay.
They must have a stronghold nearby or a temple.
Now we are in the House of Healing. So this is where we were supposed to go for art color. We can't get in here, I can see that. We maybe not have to fight those people. They're not gonna see me through here, they might not. I mean, I kind of want to fight them, don't you know? Or talk to them at the very least. Alright then. If nothing else, let's lockpick this.
A crooked touch.
Absolutely. Good job. Like, I don't know what it is that we need for art color. Ooh, Arrow of Dragon Slaying. Lovely. That's kind of nifty. That's interesting. Okay.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Keep around the outside here. We have Hold Person Scroll. We have ink and stuff. More gilded chests here. Well, I don't think that they spot us over here, so that's good. That's all good. Good. Get in there, we get Sea Invisibility, Fang Toxin, and Heroism. Lovely. Can presumably get... Nope, neither of those. But there are some books here. Hello. Scroll of Fear. Yes, it is worth it to check these, because you can get scrolls, which I, by the way, have never used so far. Yes, I know that, but at some point I might very well do it. Alright then. Doesn't specifically... Oh, hello. Hospital library key, you say? Intriguing. Would that have been useful for the chests that I just opened? I don't know. We shall see. Surgery kits, candles, etc. Gloves. Hello. What kind of gloves? Healing gloves, maybe? Or just basically gloves. Okay, never mind. We don't need to have just gloves. Alright then. So, from what it looks like, I mean, I can see the chains here. It kind of vaguely feels like this could move, but also maybe don't count on that. So yeah, this doesn't really, or rather it didn't really help us. Shadow fungus, oh hello. This is interesting. Just a nest here. Pig's head skeleton. Some mushrooms. And a skeleton with some stuff in. Okay. That's curious. We don't need the pig's head right now. So, what do I do here? How do I get around these people? Because, well, I don't exactly know which way would be the best way. We can get around. I did see, obviously, the... Oh, where the hell am I now? Where am I? Where am I in the world? I saw a... Where the hell am I now? Wait. Let's just go where I came in, so to speak. I came in through here. Yes, all the way over here, I believe. Right? Wait. Because there was a door. That is what I wanted. Yeah, there we go. There we go. A door over there. Oh, hello. No, wait. Yes, over here. Bloody hell. But I got a waypoint. Where is the waypoint? Right over there. Good, good, good. Always like a fast travel point. So let's get down here. I mean, it's gonna be tricky to fight this guy. And you know what I'm gonna do? I don't do it a lot in this series, I've noticed, but I'm gonna drop a save. Because if I die, I do not want to have to redo all of the stuff that I've just done. Not at all. Does this open the door? It does not. The key. I think you... I mean, surely if we have the key... Surely if we have the key appropriate for the door, it just automatically opens, right? That feels reasonable. So I don't think we got the key for this door. We got the key for something. Let's open that. So now we can get in here. They are not gonna notice. That's another door. So now we have stuff. We have another key. Just a key. Where's the key chain? Let's examine. Small iron key. Yep, I have no idea what that does, but we have surgery and physiology assurance primer. Okay. Only sacrifice master gains, as our lady said, and I say to you, dearest reader, the darkness is infinite, but a master's teachings are not. When his wisdom is exhausted and his pupils fully versed, there shall come time for one final lesson. He will become the subject, fully laid bare for his students to consult, examine, and dissect. The sisters shall one day know me in first and whole, last in part, only then will they be masters. Intriguing, I'll take that one. We have a chest, which is neither locked nor trapped. We have Poisoner's Glove and Venom. Whenever you deal poison damage, the target needs to succeed a Constitution saving throw become poisoned. But if I already have poison, why would I need even more poison? Don't know. Divine Bone Shard. Ooh, Elixir of Universal Resistance. Now that sounds fun. Intriguing. Okay, coats you from your throat to your fingertips. That sounds not good, but I'll take it. And a hook. Ugh. Is that the same from the like hook horrors that we fought before? Potentially. We have a bunch of alchemy stuff. I'll take it all. It's indeed. This one's a wardrobe. No, we don't need any of that. Alright then. Well, actually, there are some. I'm basically just prolonging this now because what I'm thinking that we should do. Therapeutics. Alright, no, that was just a book. What I think that we should do is probably have a cut here and begin the next episode with a fight. Because presumably this is gonna be a fight. So alright then, yes indeed, because behind the door, that's where they are, and we're absolutely gonna be able to fight them. And I'm thinking, I think I did a pretty good thing here to be up here. Right, Sister Patricia is just dead people as well. Oh, you're gonna come back alive, aren't you? Yeah, I think I did pretty good to go here, because this could actually be where we fight them even. We open the door and we just say hello, and then we just back away. A distressed pit. Are you alive, my good sir? You are alive. Oh, bloody hell, you're horrifying. Alright then, yes indeed, we're gonna get in here in the next episode and we're gonna have ourselves a fight. You can see that we could enter over here, I suppose. Something's not right with that one. We have here. Investigate house. Yeah, we're gonna need something from here, aren't we? Oh, bloody hell. Well, I'm not looking forward to that. But we shall see in the next episode how I fare. I think we're fairly good, good and ready to go. I will do at least one more heal on Asterion. There we go.
Is that blood?
And then we'll see. I might go in and actually buff myself on this occasion. Which I don't normally do, but like actually do the bless before we go in. That could be quite good, as well as... Well, actually, I don't need to do that immediately, do I? Could do a bit of stealth, I suppose. Yeah, we'll get to that in the next episode. So hopefully you'll join me for that. For now, though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.